What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me, man. I got a real nice topic for the people, man. Hope everybody having a good day out there. I need everybody to go pay homage to my man Hoop Jargon, man. He just dropped an exclusive interview with NBA champion, Malik Rose. Pardon me. I was eating, my bad. But what I want to tell the people right now is, like I said, everybody hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. You already know what it is. It's Flight Sports TV. You know we going up and not too long after. Y'all know what time it is, man. But all jokes aside, man, right now I want to talk about Lamelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. While I feel that right now is the time to take action. Okay, you don't drag this process out. You don't bullshit around, because, like I said, history repeats itself, ladies and gentlemen. And the Hornets, I would say they're at a pivotal point right now in their franchise, because I think they're in a situation right now that they haven't been in. I think, and I'm trying to think, in Charlotte, not the New Orleans Hornets, but it's been a while since they've had this type of talent, and this the potential for things to be this great. Hopefully Michael Jordan doesn't fuck this up, because it could happen. Michael, he'll get in the middle of this and it'll be all she wrote. But right now, I want to tell you why I feel like Lamelo Ball needs to demand action from this team in terms of possibly getting another star. Not even possibly. The Charlotte Hornets need to get another all-star in Charlotte, okay? Just to be competitive out east, okay? What I want to tell the people right now is the Charlotte Hornets are going to be a fun, exciting team, but in terms of the talent that they have on the roster, the bottom line is everybody going to be seeing the Hornets because of LaMelo, right? But now let's get to the other pieces, right? I'm telling you, when you start to look at these other teams, let's say the Bulls, for instance, with Big Bro. You understand? Big Bro got 3 20 points per game scorers that could all go for 40 at any given second. You understand? And then the bench is lethal. You understand? You look at the Hawks. You talking about you don't got shooters, you got snipers. You understand? And you might think Trae Young is the only all-star in that roster, but no. They got some damn Trae Young is the only superstar, but they got some all-star talent on that roster. You understand? When you go down to the Kevin Huerters, who else is a couple of Gallo is a problem. Who else? I'm missing so many names. That dude. God damn it. Collins is a beast. Bogdanovich. I'm just saying, you start to look at your roster. When I start to look at the Hornets, I'm starting to get concerned, that I think maybe they need to think about making a move. I don't know who you package. You got Kai Jones. I'm pretty sure they should really think about these trade assets that I feel are going to be on the table sooner rather than later. I'm looking up in Minnesota right now. I know that Charlotte just got Mason Plumlee. I'm here to tell you right now, I think Plumlee is averaging 10 and I think 9 rebounds, if I'm not mistaken. It's okay, but he's just gonna be just fitting in just like all the other guys. It's time for Charlotte to hit a home run. I'm declaring right now that the Charlotte Hornets need to go get Karl-Anthony Towns from Minnesota right now as we speak. I don't know if what's going to be the deal, the package, is it PJ or some other pieces, but you go ahead and do it, because you need to be very concerned that this doesn't repeat itself of a Kemba Walker situation. You need to prove to LaMelo and like I said, Charlotte Hornets fans, diehard fans, that no, this is different now, because you can't just have these young guys on the roster, and when it's time to pay them, you trade them for cheaper, for an equivalent that's much cheaper. Pardon me. You understand? So that's very crucial to me, man. And the Hornets, I got my magic eye on the goddamn Charlotte Hornets, because I want to make sure they handling LaMelo correctly. LaMelo gonna get his regardless, under what circumstances, whether they got a shitty roster on the floor, whatever the hell is gonna be the point. Whatever the hell is the issue, LaMelo Ball will fix it all, right? But we need to be cautious that you see what happened to Kemba. Once he finally left, the Charlotte ran Kemba ass to the ground. Kemba had to do all of that shit. He was hitting game winners. He had to take over game. Do you know how many games Kemba Walker took over for the Charlotte Hornets, y'all? I'm talking about Kemba Walker was doing way too much. And I don't think LaMelo, I don't think he's even that kind of player that Kemba is, you know, because Kemba's just more offensively, more sound, you know, but in terms of putting the damn ball in the hole. But then when you go to the other things that a point guard is supposed to do, that's where I think Lamelo Ball could kind of close that gap, you know, to fix things, because it was things that Kemba could have did too as well. You know, I'm not going to put it all on Charlotte. When you're the #1 option, it's the organization fault and your fault too at the same time, because Kemba never made a conscious effort to make anybody better in his whole career. You understand? All Kemba made better was himself. You understand? And most of the time it was to the detriment of the team, you know, in the win and loss column, you know, because Kemba needed to get his 30 plus and cross somebody. You know how he used to do the step back, you know, which Kemba, I think he still got a lot left in the tank. Shout out to my New York Knicks for picking up Kemba, man. I think we're going to shock a lot of people. This Flight Sports TV. But let's get into it, man. I'm telling you, y'all let me know your thoughts. The Hornets need to trade for Karl-Anthony Towns. That is the perfect player for Lamelo Ball. Let me tell you something right now. If Charlotte get Karl-Anthony Towns, they will be a contender in the East. I'm just saying, they will be one of those contenders. Right now, they are hovering in that 7th, 8th seed. They looking like a first-round exit. And I'm very concerned because what happens next year? Do you keep the same roster? You don't upgrade it? Because the Hornets, they never did these type of things. They never put a competent roster around Kemba. You know, so you just got to evaluate it. You go get Bradley Beal. You need to go look at these teams that you see shit is, okay, this ain't gonna work, so we could probably, you know, we should think about this. Go get CJ. You know, I'm just saying, at some point, it's win now. You know, because Lamelo, he's only gonna get it's 4 years on a rookie deal, right? So okay, he gonna have what, 2 more years before we start talking about what the hell we doing with Lamelo, where he going, what's up with his contract, you know? So you could navigate through all of this right now by showing him, yo, listen, we gonna do whatever it takes. You know, and like I said, I know a lot of Hornets fans. I got a lot of family in Charlotte. I don't think nobody, if you live on the East Coast, you got family in Charlotte. I'm telling you right now. And they high on the Hornets. You know, they think they really gonna do it. You know, do something really big this year. You know, which I'm rooting for them. You know, but I just see how the Eastern Conference is set up, and I just feel like right now, if they don't get another competent all-star in there, it's not gonna work out. We could shit on Kemba all we want. The Knicks got Julius and Kemba Walker. I'm telling you, he was an all-star. You know, I'm telling you, Kemba Walker can have some games to where he can win a few for. He could put up 20. He could put up 27, 25, you know, any given second. You understand? He can go off for 15, 16 in a quarter. You know, these are the type of players that we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the Hornets need to get a second star. You cannot have Lamelo Ball playing with a bunch of supplementary pieces, okay? And at this point, Mr. Glass, Gordon Hayward, he's a supplementary part now. He's not Gordon Hayward no more. You understand? He's not the days of him coming back on that Utah Jazz level. That ship is done, okay? So I don't know. Let me know what's the answers. Do you feel like they need to build within? Or, like I said, these teams are all young. You look at the Hawks, they're young. You know, the Knicks, they're a relatively young roster. You understand? You start to look at the Milwaukee, they kind of got a half and half. You know, they're going to be around in another 4 or 5 years unless it trades or some shit happen. You understand? The way things are set up in Brooklyn, I know you got ways to go before you get to those heavyweights. Those Brooklyn, they got snipers, so they could be around for years to come. Kevin Durant, he ain't gonna have to retire, because once he loses some athleticism, his game is not built off athleticism. You know, so these guys gonna be around longer than some people thinking. You know, so it's gonna be serious for these guys to think about something. Lonzo and Levine, they'll be together. Vucevic is pretty young, so I'm just saying these people are gonna be here. I don't know about what DeRozan gonna do in the future, but and then you look at Toronto, they building something. Look at these other teams that's you see them stockpiling assets. Like, oh, this team could be spooky in a minute. You know, Miami, we don't really know what they're going to do with Jimmy, you know, but I would say if Pat Riley is still running that helm, who knows? You got up there in Indiana, the team that knocked them out, Brogdon, you know, dudes is nasty out there. You know, who knows what they're going to do with Turner? You understand? Are they going to flip him, or is he just going to take the next step? You know, so let me know your thoughts, man. They need to go get Karl-Anthony Towns. You understand? You got a guy who averaged 27. I believe he averaged 27, and he definitely averaged 10. It was definitely seasons when he went over 12 plus rebounds. The man, Karl-Anthony Towns, is nice from the inside, outside. Pause. I'm talking about everything: mid-range, turnaround, just everything, man. So we really need to pay homage. It's Flight Sports TV. The Hornets. If you know what's good for you, go get Karl-Anthony Towns. It's Flight Sports TV.